Hey y'all, this is Mary, Magnolia Stitcher. Today is Tuesday, February 14th, 2023, and this is FlossTube 16. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Whether you're married, in a relationship, divorced, single, whatever, I hope you have a great day. It's been about 2 weeks, maybe a little more, since my last FlossTube, and I have done so much stitching. So I have, life updates. I've finally got my degree, my master's in education. I'm working on getting my certification to teach. But I will still be a substitute teacher. I will just be able to fill in for certified teachers, or as a certified teacher. So I'm excited about that. Also, I've got a new chart out, and I'm rolling around ideas for something a little different. So I have FFO, a new start, a bunch of whips I've worked on, and some haul. So let's get started. So last time, I'll do the FFO first, like I always do. And last time I showed you my finish on Dog Sleep paw prints, and now I have FFO'd it. So I used, this really colorful fabric, and I wanted something nice and cheerful to go with it. I did this because I lost my 12-year-old dog last year in May, and I've just missed her so much. I wanted to do something to kind of honor her, and she was just the best dog. But so I did this, and then I did a pillow finish. I love pillows. I like bedding stuff, pillows, blankets, stuff like that. So I like to do pillow finishes, but I used this fabric I had, and then about 1 inch, I think, on the sides. And then the back is the same fabric. And look at the little dog. I just thought that was a perfect fabric for this. And I love bicycles. I love the vintage looking bicycles like this. So bicycles are kind of one of those things I like needle minders of. I like fabric of them. I just like them in general. But I didn't feel this super, I didn't stuff this to where it was hard. I wanted it to be kind of squishy. So I filled this with fiber fill, or polyfill, but I also used crushed walnuts to give it a little weight so it would stand up the way I wanted to. But this sits on my cabinet next to my little memorial for my little baby that passed away in May. So she had to be put to sleep because she had a heart murmur, and she just was not doing very well. And the vet does a memory package, I think is what they call it, where they clip some fur and put it in a bottle, and they do a paw print in clay. And I made this shadow box with that and her name tag. Her name was Gidget. And that hung on my wall in my living room for a long time. And I decided I wanted it to go with the pillow that I did for her memorial. So rather than making this a wall hanging, which I didn't really like, I made it into a pillow, and I brought the shadow box in here. But that's my FFO. I've got my Home Sweet Home that I'm going to do. I just have not... I don't have a sewing machine right now, so I have to sew everything by hand, and I just have not felt like doing all that lately. So, I've got the fabric for it put with it. Just whenever I feel like doing it, I'll get it done. So, my new start is the Pilgrim by Long Dog Samplers. I love this. This right here is the main reason I got this particular chart. It was between this one and Ragnarok, but I just like this raven here. I love ravens. So, and this is on, where's my, it's on 40 count linen, and 40 counts Zweigart linen and country mocha. And I'll have to show y'all what I did on this. This is Vintage Me, and you'll see why when I show you. But this is my start. I've worked on this actually several times. It's one of those I just love working on, so it's hard to put down. And this floss is a silk overdyed, variegated, but it doesn't have a name. It's from Hand Dyed by Rolanda. And it doesn't have a name. Most of her stuff doesn't have a name. But if you'll notice, you see how plain and just one color this is, which is what I wanted. Well, I was sewing it, and I always, like, okay, so I sew, and when I get to the end, I flip it over and secure my floss. Well, I flipped it over, and I noticed that there's modeling on the back side. I do not remember this being modeled when I ordered it and picked it out and ordered it, but it is. It's modeled on the back side, so it's a printed fabric. And I didn't even think about it because I'm used to hand-dyed stuff. And I didn't look at it. The modeling is on this side, and this side is just, see the difference? Now, I do like this side better for what I wanted with this piece. So it turned out well, but it's just so mean to stitch it on the, what's technically the wrong side. Sometimes I think I should have been a blonde. I was born a blonde. Yeah, when I was little, I had bleach blonde, like white hair. So, I guess I should have been a blonde. Okay, so then I worked on Believe in Santa. Isn't that pretty? And I'll put a picture of where I was last time here. And this is what I've gotten done. I've almost got him to the point where I can just do the back stitching and the French knots. I just have to finish the red in this bottom part of the border. And then I can do the back stitch and the French knots, and I'll be done. This is my oldest WIP left. Now, I say that with a little bit of humor because old for me is only July of last year. I know there are some stitchers out there who have WIPs that are much older than that. But for me, this is my oldest WIP. I'm just, the way I do, I either stitch on it or I don't. And if I don't want to stitch on it, I ditch it. Only time I don't do that is if it's for a present. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys. I may have shown this one last time, but I've been getting these project bags like this. All but one of the ones I've gotten, and I don't have them all in here to show, but one of the ones that I've gotten are by Melanie Henson in Stash Unloading Cross Stitch Only, I think. I'll link it below. But she does fantastic work. Look at how cute that fabric is. And then that's the fabric she paired it with. And she's not outrageously priced. And I love her bags. They're not quilted, which is not a big deal to me. But you can tell they've got batting or fusible fleece or something because there's a little, like, you can compress them a little bit, but I love them. And she also does custom requests. And I'll show you one that I got as a custom order when I show you that WIP. But that's the one that the Pilgrim is in. And then this is the one that Believe in Santa is in. And I wasn't really trying to pair something with something. I just was wanting to get these because they are the vinyl front, and it keeps the fabric from falling down and getting as badly wrinkled. But look what she paired that with. Isn't that cute? And they all come with these zipper pulls. The first couple I got, she had bubble wrapped this and put it in. And the last ones, the ones I've gotten since then, which have actually been several, she's had it already attached to the zipper and tucked in. So then I have Autumn Dragon. And Believe in Santa is a Dimensions Gold Petite kit. And I just used all the kit stuff. So I have Autumn Dragon, my Ingleside Imaginarium. There's a whole, like, one for each season. I started with Autumn. And I like Autumn. It's like my favorite time of year. And I am doing this on 32 count Lugana in Spinning Amnesia from Mystic Fabrics. I'll put a picture of where I was last time here. If I can. It's not cooperating. And this is what I've gotten done now. I worked on mostly filling in the wings, but I also started on that pumpkin that it's holding. I really, really love stitching on this one. It's so much fun. It is some, there is a fair amount of color changing, but it's coming out so pretty. I think the color changing is worth it. She is a really, really talented designer. I just love her work. I do plan to get more of her work, but I'm trying to leave off buying until I know it's something I'm going to be ready to stitch. And I haven't replaced this Amazon project bag with a handmade one yet. So then I worked on Winter Fun by Hummel. It's a kit. It's put out by Needle Treasures, but it's a Hummel design. And for those of y'all that don't know, or this looks familiar and you're not really sure, this I don't know that they still put them out, but they used to put out a line of figurines, the prettiest figurines of kids doing different things. And my mom had some when I was growing up that she got from my grandmother when she passed away. And I've just always loved Hummels. But I'll put where I was last time here. And this is what I got done. And this is all on the, this is the Ada from the kit and the kit floss. I can only sew on this one for so long because it's all browns and grays mostly. It's just not, I love it. It's going to be beautiful when it's done. It's just, I like color. But there's that one. And I'll show you the project bag that it's in. Actually, I'll leave that off now. But this is the outside. But then it's sampler fabric on the inside. Which I'm finding I love to look at. But I'm not sure how much I would like stitching all the letters. And then this pretty zipper pull. She is really talented. This is another one from Melanie Henson. I don't know. I only have one that's not from her, and it's from the 805 Stitcher. I have a couple on order from Pepper Potts or something, but they haven't come in. And I'm almost to the point of I'm going to contact her because I ordered them on the 20th. And on the 3rd, he or she printed the shipping label, but they haven't shipped yet. It still just says label created. It's really, really annoying. And then, so it's full coverage February, and I've been doing lots of what falls into the full coverage category for me. But one of those is Autumn Queen. This is from Charted by Heaven and Earth, and Heaven and Earth Designs. It's a Bridget Ashwood is the artist. Isn't she so pretty? And I'll put where I was last time here. And that's up. This is what I've gotten done. I'm starting in on the, I think this is probably the butterfly or something that's right up there. Before I stitch this red or brown or whatever this is in, it looked kind of like a cat's face. It was funny. But I'm finally starting to get something besides black, which is really nice. But I have, this is the first page, and I have color completed the black on the first page. And then this is one of the special order bags. I wanted something big enough to hold a full coverage. This is a 14 by 14. I contacted her through Facebook Messenger and said, I love your project bags. I'm looking for a bag to do full coverage. She came back with suggestions. This is one of the fabrics I picked. But it's watermelons, and then that's the inside. Now, I did say I wanted these two together, but she had paired them together when she was sending me options. So I'm pretty sure she would pair these together anyway. But look, and there's the zipper pull. So then I worked, oh, and that's on 25 count Lugana Easy Grid. So then I worked on the Fox by Cottage Garden Samplings. And this is the first one in A Year in the Woods. And I'll put where I was last time here. And this is on 36 count linen in sage green by Hand Dyed by Rolanda. That's what I've gotten to. I was working on, this is burnt orange, I think. I was working on color completing this color inside the Fox. I did make an error with my counting somewhere in the outline. And the error that I made was I stitched over 3 instead of stitching over 2. So it on one side and not on the other. So it's been a little challenging trying to accommodate that. And that's why he doesn't really have more progress than he does. He should have a lot more progress, but it was kind of like it was challenging doing that. And then in this part, I messed up like 3 times and kept having to frog. And then this is another one of Melanie's project bags. Look at the hedgehogs. Aren't they so cute? I love hedgehogs and gnomes. The gnomes. And then that's what she paired it with. And the zipper pull.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Siri has an opinion. There's the zipper pull. Oh, I forgot to put that back. Oh well. Let me fix this real quick. I forgot to put my Autumn Queen picture back. And then I worked on Candy Shop by Soda Stitch. Where is the... Okay, guys, hang on just a minute. Okay, so this one is did not make onto my new whip list. No, that's Santa's Village. So when I transferred my whips into the into my Book of Days, this one didn't make it, but this is Soda Stitch Candy Shop. part of the pop-up shop series. Throws me off at not being in there. And that's what it is. Isn't that cute? I'm bound to be overlooking that because I can't believe I wouldn't have written that down. Anyway, it's I'll put where I was last time here. And this is part of the Soda Stitch Treat Sal with Rogue Mama Stitcher, Amber Rogue Mama Stitcher, and Jordan the Tattoo Stitcher. And this is on, I think it's 32 count Nugana from Hand Dyed by Rolanda. But look, isn't that so cute? And I've started doing some of the back stitching to where you can see what things are. The next thing I want to back stitch is the snail on a scale right here. Isn't that cute? But I wanted to get all of this filled in before I did that. And this right here, so cute. I love watching this one develop. And then this is in a little mouse bag. This is another Melanie Henson. Isn't that cute? And then the zipper pull. I guess I don't have the one from the 805 Stitcher out. Pooh. Oh well. And the last whip, I was working on this one yesterday, is Persist. This is charted by Blushing Pink Stitches, who I love. It has a floss tube that you really should be watching if you're not. And the artwork is by Louise McNaught. But I'll put a picture of where I was last time here. And this is what I've got done. Oh, can't see all of it. There we go. But I've color completed whatever this color here is. And I'm working on it's a really, really dark, like navy blue. I know it looks black, but it's not. And this chart is so much fun to stitch. It's taking me a little longer because I started 10th stitch. And then I went to full cross, and then I couldn't figure out how I wanted the coverage, and I'm still trying to figure all that out. But I don't want to frog what I had already done because I'm over 1,000 stitches in. And this is another custom order from Melanie. Aren't the little clothes so cute? And then clothespins on the inside. And this is one that I picked this pairing, but when she sent me the picture, she had paired them together in the picture. So I'm pretty sure she meant for them to be paired together. But that's on 25 count Easy Grid. And look at that. Isn't that a pretty pull? She is really talented. She posts, I don't know that she posts bags every Friday, but most every Friday. So, I do have a new chart up in my Etsy shop. And I have sold some charts. I'm so excited. I finally sold a Big Godzilla chart. I love that one so much. I haven't gotten around to stitching it myself, but I have it kitted up. But I love that one. And I'm glad I finally, somebody else finally liked it enough to buy it. But I have the March salt box chart up. And I'll put a picture of it here. And I really love this chart. I'm still learning PC Stitch. So, I mean, it's kind of amateurish, but I still love it. And I just want to share my love of that kind of thing with y'all. So, I'm charting it. Okay, and on to some haul. I have a couple of fabrics. So I got Tundra, which was the February fabric of the month from Mystic Fabrics. Y'all know I love her fabrics. That's actually showing up pretty well. Look at how that's modeled. And it's opal. There you go, you can see that. It's an opal fabric. Look how pretty that is. She is super talented. This is 28 count opal Lugana. It's the Fabric of the Month Club, which you can find on her website, mysticfabrics.com. But you also want to be in the Facebook group, Mystic Fabrics, so that you can see like what's coming up and everything. And she's been doing Nashville pre-releases. So, like Nashville releases for the Nashville market, but she's doing pre-orders. Words are hard today. And then, I'm sorry about the crinkle, guys, but I don't take these out until I'm ready to use them to keep them protected from kids and dogs and stuff. And then I got one from Hand Dyed by Rolanda. It's a 28 count Lugana. I had a certain color scheme in mind that I wanted. Let's see if you can see the other side better. And, I wanted 32 count, but she sold out. Like, from the time I put it in my cart to the time I went to check out, it was gone. So I got the 28 count, the same color scheme. But she is also a talented one. She's on Etsy. So, give her some love, too. Because she's talented as well. And she is, like, super... Why can't I get... There we go. She is super nice. Misty is nice. Her name's actually not Rolanda, but I don't remember what her real name is, but she's very, very nice. She did a custom for me for my big Godzilla chart that I've still got put up. Sorry about the jingling, guys. The dog is being dog. She's walking around, and she has 2 different tags. She has a rabies tag and a name tag with my number and everything on it on her collar. All my animals have that. And she's also microchipped, so it jingles when she walks. But then I have charts. So, actually, one of these is kind of a kit. Teresa Koga did a Kitten Stitcher exclusive. And it's Big Folk Flower. And I had to have it. And she kitted it up with the floss. Kitten Stitcher did. But, she kitted it up with the floss, but not the fabric, because people's taste in fabric is so different. And she didn't want to limit the people that would buy it by putting a fabric they didn't like. But is that not pretty? I love, love, love the pinks. I didn't even notice the letters there. It's got an alphabet on it. Didn't even notice it. I just like the flower. And the birdies. Birdie, birdie. Yes. Yes. And then more Teresa Kogut, the Patreon charts for February. So there was Be Kind. I love bees and birds. There was that one. I'm not very organized today. I'm normally better than this, I hope. And there was the buzzing of the day assures a restful night. More bees. Very pretty. Very talented. Teresa's always talented. These are Patreon charts. If you like Teresa Kogut and you are not in her Patreon, you are missing out. I am tier 4. It's $20 a month. And one month I got 4 charts, but this month there's 3. I think. Yeah, there's 3. And then there's Home Sweet Home, another bee chart. Very pretty. I love her. She's like one of my favorites. Or she is my favorite, I should say. Hence the fact that I had to have the exclusive. And then this next one is a kit. I actually had it last time, but it had slid under my bed and I couldn't find it, so I couldn't show it to you. But it's the Red Mermaid. Sorry about the glare. Isn't she pretty? It's a RTO. Yeah, it's an RTO kit. I got it off 123 Stitch. Animal Instincts is going to start stitching this in May as part of a stitch along. Like, I think she's hosting the stitch along. But I've loved this chart every time I've seen it. Every time I saw it. I'm glad I don't have to talk to anybody else the rest of the day. So I got this. It comes with the floss, which is DMC. It does come with the fabric. I had heard about how stiff, it's an Aida, and it's a really, really stiff Aida. One floss tuber said it gave her a paper cut. Just to illustrate how stiff it was, I guess. And y'all know, if you've been watching me, I'm not a huge fan of Aida. So, I'm going to stitch it on this. It's not full coverage. It does look like it wants to be full coverage, but it's not. But her tail is stitched. So I'm going to stitch it on this. Isn't that pretty? Wouldn't that be beautiful together? That's why I wanted the certain color scheme. So I could stitch my mermaid on it. And then I got the April 2023 Just Cross Stitch. It has some beautiful charts in it. Apparently, February got lost or whatever because I didn't get it. But it's got Mother Nature Spring, which I want to do. I have ordered the February one, like an extra one. Because it had, I guess it would be Mother Nature Winter in it that I want. And then there's, and that's by, who is that by? Who is that by? That's designed by Perry A. Heidi of Stitchora. Sure, I butchered that. And then there's Welcome Spring. And that is Rana Nori of Tangled Threads and Things. I'm definitely ready for some spring stitching. There's ABC Blooms. Is that not cute? And I love flowers. Love, love, love flowers. That's Xenia Atapova. Let's see. And then there's to be made into a tote or a notions bag, I guess. And that is by Tracy Richards of Wrought Iron Stitching. And then there was this one. This is by one of my favorite designers on Etsy. I'm pretty sure she's Ukrainian. But look at that. That is Garden Fairy. That's so pretty. I have coveted her stuff and I just have never bought it. But that is by Katarina. Designed by Katarina. That name. Stitchy Princess. And then there is Sea of Tulips, which I love to watch Dr. Pol. And there's it's a vet show, and there's an episode where they go to like a themed place up where they live. They live in Michigan, but not far from that has tulips everywhere, and that makes me think about this. Or this makes me think about that. But that's by Lee Fisher of Stitchy Fish Designs. Daffodils in Delft. By Elizabeth Jenkins Batty. Sure, I mispronounced that. This is another one I just absolutely love. Spring Visitor. We have birds that look just like this. Kind of looks like it's meant to be a female cardinal with the beak, but I don't know. But we have chickadees or something that come to my bird feeder that look just like this. And that is by Elizabeth Spurlock of Saving Grace's Flying Needle Arts. And I thought about stitching this one to go with my Home Sweet Home. Look at that. That is First Songs. And that is by Anna Matveeva. Yeah. I'm so sorry, Anna. It's Mr. Stitch and Mrs. Needle. I'm so sorry, Anna. I know I had to butcher your last name. If you're watching this, I really apologize. And then there's Birds of Spring. And that is by Susan Powell of Laurel Susan Studio. And Love and Wings. It says, give the ones you love wings to fly, roots to come back to, and reasons to stay. The Dalai Lama. And this is by Gail Boosie. Boosie. Guys, if you're watching this and I have butchered your name, I am terribly, terribly sorry. And my work is done. Says, my thread is cut, my work is done. It's borrowed from the 1814 sampler by Margaret Dickens. And it's designed by Pam Lewis of Praiseworthy Stitches. And then there's these. Cute, cute, cute. These are the other two. This is Easter Pals by Tatiana Romera of Mi Maleta Lila. If I butchered that, I'm sorry. Those are very, very cute. And Bunny Friends, I would imagine this is stitched on perforated paper. And that's designed by Kate Spiridanova of Cute Embroidery by Kate. Alleluia. Sing Praise. And that is by Kathleen Hughes Simpson. Guys, seriously, if you're not getting these magazines and you like stuff like this, you need to. There's Gilded Eggs. Or Gilded Egg. I don't know why I put an S on that. That is by Judith Kringle. And there's a close-up. Isn't that pretty? Let's see. And then the Christmas Stitch. I guess it's part 2. Christmas Wonder. And that's a stitch along sponsored by Sullivan's USA. And it's a design by Jenny Barton of JB Cross Stitch. And I think that was it. And as usual, the last page has all the charts shown with the page number on it. And then it's got these on the back. These are Mill Hill kits. Obviously it doesn't have the pattern, but it's showing you, I guess these are new Mill Hill kits, but it's showing you ones you might, you know, it gives you the information so you can order it. But there's that. Very pretty, very spring. I have also ordered The World of Cross Stitch. I think it's a British magazine, but I always see people sewing the charts, and they're so, so cute. Kelsey Land Things does a lot of the charts from World of Cross Stitch, and they are the cutest thing. So I had to get some. But thank you for hanging out with me today. That's all I have. I hope you have a great day, whatever your situation is. You're not alone. If it's a sad day for you, you're not alone. My thoughts will be going out to you. And I think that's it for today. I should see y'all in about 2 weeks, maybe a little longer. I'm trying to go longer between my floss tubes so I have more to show. But hopefully you will have a great time until then. And if you like what you saw, please subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and watching me. I really like spending this time with y'all, and it makes me happy to share what I'm doing with y'all. So, hope you have a great day, week, couple of weeks. Bye.